Man, first and foremost, I want to thank you again for coming back on the platform. Last time we had some technical difficulties. I'm in the motherland. I'm in Kenya, and my Wi-Fi was
Okay,
cutting up on me, but I'm in a new spot. It's
gotcha.
definitely an honor, man, and we're gonna get right into it. For the viewers who may not recognize you or be familiar with you, let them know your name and definitely let them know where you're from.
What up, y'all? My name is Punchline, one half of Punching Words, one fourth of the rap group EMC, and I'm from New York, Lower East Side.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. Okay, now my first question is, by you coming from New York, when did you first get exposed to hip hop? Was it something that was already taking place in the community, or did you get wind of it like by via radio or television like the rest of the world?
I got into hip hop being influenced by my uncle. He used to rhyme, so I used to like kind of just mimic some of the stuff that he used to say, and that's kind of what introduced me to it. And then one day, my mother took me to a record store that they used to actually play the vinyl record in the store. And there was a record that came out by the name of Rapper's Delight by the Sugar Hill Gang. And she had the DJ in there play it for me. And that was like my first introduction to it.
Wow, that's what's up. You took it all the way back to Sugar Hill Gang, man. That's a blessing to live in a city and a community, where that was going on at that time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Now my next question is this. Now when did you actually begin to participate in hip hop? And did you start out as an MC or was you b-boying, doing graffiti, DJing?
I would probably say I started out breakdancing as a kid, going in public school. I'll say maybe fourth or fifth grade, breaking was a thing. So, you had the movies Beach Street, you had Wild Style out there. There's another movie called Breaking. So those kind of made influenced me to kind of like try to learn the culture of dance and do break moves. So that's how I got into pop locking and all that back then. So that would probably be my first foot into the hip hop culture.
Okay, okay. Now that you mentioned, a lot of those movies, they had a lot of classics come out back then. Do you feel like those movies was accurate portrayals of what really was going on at that time in hip hop, or do you feel like they was kind of commercial or
Um, with Wild Style, I'll definitely say that was organic how hip hop was in New York at that time. Beach Street is a little polished, a little Hollywood, but yeah, that depicted another era in that time. Breaking, I can't speak for that because that was like more of a West Coast thing. So I felt like that might have been a little bit more Hollywood than anything.
right, right. Okay, okay. Now breaking that was like the glove and iced tea. I think that was that the
Yeah,
one with the glove and iced tea. Okay, okay. Now Wild Style, was that the one that's on the beginning of Illmatic when he was spraying the trains or something? His
yeah,
brother come home from the military.
yeah.
Okay,
So
okay. Now
there's
what's
a
the
scene
other
in the movie
one?
Wild Style where the end scene where they're performing into this it's an amphitheater. That's in my
Yeah.
neighborhood. That's like literally like 5 blocks away from me.
Wow. Okay. Now I remember that scene for sure.
Yeah,
Now
so
what's
that's
the
right
other
in my
one?
neighborhood where I grew up at.
Uh huh. Right. Now what'd you say your neighborhood? What'd you say Lower East Side?
Yeah, that's the Lower East Side, Manhattan. So downtown, Lower East Side. So if you ever come to the Lower East Side, that's it. Right
Okay.
near the FDR Drive is where they kind of shot that at.
That's what's up, man. Cause New York is humongous, man. Y'all got so many boroughs and neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying?
It seems small to us though, and most people say you got the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Queens, Staten Island, and that's about it. I mean, Jersey's in there, but that's a whole different city and state.
Right, right. Cause I know people get territorial because like Brooklyn or even any borough is bigger than where I'm from Cleveland. You know what I'm saying? It's
Mm.
just millions and millions of people. But like you say, if you go from New Jersey to Bronx to Manhattan, you know what I'm saying? Those different
Right, right.
communities, different, talk different, dress different. It's just a very, artistic and creative place, man. That's a blessing to be from there.
Yeah,
Okay.
it has its gifts and curses.
Right, right. But I mean, for you to make it out and be, you know, an outstanding MC, it's a lot of competition, you know what I'm saying? So you done seen a lot of people come and go, you know what I'm saying? Especially coming
Yeah,
back
it's a
from
lot of that.
Sugar Hill.
Competition is a lot
Yeah.
in New York.
Right, right. Now I wanted to ask you, did you have any like particular influences as far as your style? You know, when we young, we want to be LL, we want to be whoever, you know what I'm saying? Who was
Mhm.
the cast that you was listening to and looking up to at the time when you started,
Um,
you know?
there's three artists that kind of like stuck with me. One would be Big Daddy Kane, two Redman, and three would be Common.
Wow, wow, that's a nice little trio. Love Redman, Doc's the Name, Muddy
Yeah,
Waters, the Blackout, you know, him and Meth. Redman is definitely underrated for sure. He's a giant, lyrical giant, still raw.
yeah,
Um, Big Daddy Kane, he showed out at that verses, man. I feel like he had a point to
yeah,
prove. You know, he was flowing, he was doing the acapella. That was one of my favorite verses to see him and KRS-One get down like that. They both was going, but shout out to Kane.
yeah,
He definitely influenced a lot of MCs, and a lot of people give him credit for changing the pace of rap because you know hip hop was kind of like, you know, a little different before like the Kane and the
yeah.
Rakim and the
They had an old school flow, and then came in with the bad. He kind of like picked up the pace of it.
yeah,
It's
definitely,
kind of
man.
dope.
And then you
Yeah,
said
but those would be
Common,
my three
man.
major influences, music wise.
Right, right. Common is a phenomenal MC. I was just listening to. Matter of fact, we're gonna get into that. I'm gonna say that.